is 36, the podcast. Podcast. 36, the podcast. And this is 36, the podcast.
Hey, what's up, Fairbanks? What's up, Fairbanks, North Star Borough, and surrounding areas? My name is Tilden.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Brandon.
And this is 36 the podcast. Welcome to today's show. And we are honored to have with us our very special guest, George Bender, who happens to be serving currently as an active Air Force
Guard.
Active Air Force Guard, National Guard.
Yep.
And what's your current rank right now, sir?
Chief Master Sergeant.
Chief Master Sergeant. And thank you for your service, first of all.
Thank you.
All right. So one of the other awesome things about Mr. George Bender here is he happens to own Horhay 80 Studio, tattoo studio. So he does a lot of tattooing for a lot of folks in the area. So some of you guys may have even had your tattoos done for him, or by him. So he's our special guest today. However, before we get into the meat and potatoes, as we do always on Saturdays before we begin, today's tap is Hoodoo once again, and it's a cream ale, and it's conditioned on fresh red raspberry. So before we get into the meat and potatoes, we're all going to take a little sample and see what we think. And I've been done with my 30-day June cleanse, and so I'm back to drinking beer. I implemented it back into my diet, and so it was a good month, and we'll talk about that later. But for now, we're gonna sample this beer. So, George, what are you thinking? Are you a beer drinker? Really?
Very much so. Yeah.
Okay. All right then. So give us your thoughts on today's tap.
I get the raspberries right away. I've had the cream ale quite a few times here. But yeah, definitely get that tang raspberries for sure.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Brandon?
Not a super huge cream ale fan, but this one is actually pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody who really likes cream ale, this is one of their favorites, I think.
Got you.
Probably shouldn't take a sip of IPA before this. I can make out the raspberry, but the hops in the IPA kind of kills the rest of your flavors, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. Let me see here. So the raspberries, they do hit me. So it's actually the type of beer that I would prefer. Summertime, cut the grass, want something kind of sort of, I don't want to use the word fruity, but I'm gonna have to use the word fruity because I don't have any other word yet or right now.
Fruit in it.
It has fruit in it, and so it's that refreshing. It's kind of refreshing. Hits me as a refreshing type of drink on a Saturday afternoon after cutting grass. So for the most part, I think that this is going to be a good pour today for anybody who takes the opportunity to experience it. So once again, another kudos, shout out to the mad scientist in the back there, Bobby and his crew in Hoodoo. So yeah.
The raspberries really stay with you too. Like I'm still tasting all raspberry right now. That's
Take a sip of the IPA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying my raspberry flavor. Okay.
It affects the beer.
Exactly. Okay, and so if you guys aren't aware, for all your social medias, you can catch us at the usual Spotify. We're on Apple. We're also on YouTube. If you want to catch the video version of this podcast, you can find us on YouTube as well. We also have a Facebook page that Mr. Brandon, he's actually the manager of that page, and he keeps you guys up to date on everything that's happening or has happened via Facebook. So please like us, join us, share us on all of those social medias that we just mentioned. Did I leave anything out, guys?
Just the Facebook page is 36 the podcast, and I'm hoping to have an Instagram up here soon as well.
All right, so there you go. And so, having said all that, let's get to what we came here for. Mr. George Bender, how are you doing, sir?
Fantastic. How are you?
Man, we're doing good. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, of course.
So it's been a long time coming, and we finally were able to get you on the show. Schedules didn't conflict, and so we're gonna start off with some questions for you. Are you ready?
Here we go.
All righty. So you're actively serving as a Master Chief,
Chief
right?
Master.
As a Chief Master Sergeant in the Alaska Air National Guard.
Yes, sir.
So while currently running Horhay 80 Tattoo.
Yeah, I work out of Sublime. So
Okay.
Horhay 80 is my business license.
Yes.
But yeah, working out of Sublime Line here in Fairbanks.
Okay. So shout out to Sublime Lime, who's actually hosting Horhay 80's chair.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you balance your military leadership responsibilities and your creative entrepreneurship? How do you do that?
No, just two different, spectrums. Out there being professional, but being in a tattoo studio is kind of like being a bartender in a way. You're being, talking with people and getting to know them and just having fun.
Yeah.
Just doing art. That's what I love to do. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it.
Got you. Well done. Good job.
Okay, so has your military experience influenced your approach to tattooing in terms of discipline, detail, or even design inspiration?
Yeah, I mean,
Inspiration.
I mean, military is completely different than the art aspect and all that other stuff. So, inspiration of military, no, but the art, I've always had it with me. As a kid, I tried following my sister's footsteps. She was an artist in the family, and I just loved everything. And I used to watch her, and then just growing up, just kept doing art in school, creating, art and all that stuff for people. And then it just followed me into, being an adult and loved tattoos and started doing them out of my house for a while. And then ended up going to the studio and getting my apprenticeship. And, here we are now.
Nice.
Its arm covered.
Very nice.
Well, I'm first off going to start off with George here has done 3 of my arm tats so far. He is amazing at what he does. So thank you for the good work. I appreciate that.
Of course.
You kind of answered the question a little bit there in the beginning, but maybe if there's more details, you can dive in. But what inspired you to create Horhay 80 here in Fairbanks, and then where did the journey begin?
Well, like I said, just the love for art and doing it, and always drawing, and then just how cool tattooing is. My first tattoo, I was like, oh man, I want to do this. I was 17 years old, a year before you're allowed to get them. But,
Parents' permission.
right. But it's just such a cool, way to do art. I was like, man, this is permanent, but it's so interesting. I keep looking at yours. But,
You're good.
yeah. But,
I like to stare at it too.
I just started hanging out in tattoo shops. Reed Leslie used to be up here, Reed Ink. And I'd go in and I'd just sit there. And he was such a cool guy. He would just, here, help me do this, help me do that, show me back in the day where it's actually, breaking down needles and putting needles together and having to autoclave everything and, all the cleaning process. Now everything is disposable and just throw them away. It's kind of way easier now than it was back then. But, just hanging out. And then he would just show me, and, doing the stencils and, the drawing aspect of it was completely different. Like nowadays, it's iPads. Back in the day, it was on a piece of paper, and then you transfer it and have to draw it like 5 times before you actually got it on. And there was no way to, make it bigger or smaller like it is now, so you'd have to redraw it a billion times. So it's just, that started it, and I was hooked.
How long have you been doing tattoos?
Oh, first time I ever put ink to skin was roughly 20 years ago. 25 years ago. Shit, I'm old. Yeah, but 25 years ago, but really got into it like 10 years ago. And then started in a shop 7 years ago.
So 7 years ago is when Horhay started, or was that earlier?
Yeah, no, Horhay 80 started 7 years ago.
Horhay 80, sorry.
Started in Liberty Tattoo here in Fairbanks.
Cool.
Very nice. Okay, so my next question for you. So how would you describe the tattoo culture in Fairbanks? I mean, because I know we're out here A lot of people consider it a BFE, but we're up here in the interior, and we're far away from the lower 48. So what's the culture like compared to other places you've worked, if you worked any place else, or other places you visited?
Right. It's actually really interesting here. There's so many shops here. You know the big ones. You know the BPUs and the Sublime and all the big ones. But there's a lot more in the. It's crazy the different arts that come out of each one.
Yeah.
Some shops that are really, really good at the fine line tattoos, and then you have the other ones that are really good at the traditional American, and then and then the realisms, all that stuff. But yeah, it's actually really big here in Fairbanks. Surprisingly, you get the Ink Master, tattoo convention that comes up here every year. I mean, they only do 50 places a year, and they do 3 here in Alaska.
Oh, okay.
So Alaska's a big tattoo place, but in the winter, there ain't nothing else to do. Might as well get some ink on you, right?
Yeah. Because that kind of sort of does make sense, though. So I see that you participate a lot in that big crossing event.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that it's that kind of venue, and it doesn't happen that often. I could see how when you do get something of that magnitude that comes up here, a lot of people come out, because you just can't hop on a plane. You're not going to hop on a plane to go to the lower 48 to get a tattoo. Well, I know people who do.
They do. There's a lot of people that do, but some people, they get their one artist and they stay with that artist forever, and they'll travel to go see him. I had, once upon a time we go to Hawaii, and every time we went there, we went and saw them and get tattooed.
Okay. All right. Good deal.
Okay. So, excuse me. So, what kind of reactions do you get when, from your airmen, when they find out that their Chief Master Sergeant is also a tattoo artist?
Oh, it's fun. One of the funny stories, like when it first started coming out, and they did a story out there too, and it was in, Air Force, not Air Force Science, but it was online. And it was like, oh my gosh, Chief Tattoos. And then I had an airman in my office one day, and it was like, Chief, can I talk to you? And I was like, yeah, what's going on? Cool. He comes in, and then he's like, what do you think you could do with this? Like, really? Like, I'm thinking, it's a morale moment, or, a mentoring moment or something like that. And I was like, oh, man. I'm like, okay, let me look at it, Then, just go from there. But it's funny, they come around and, hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? And, can you do this? And then it's also when, people come into the shop and, get a lot of Army guys, a lot of Air Force guys, and sitting down and, hey, what do you do in the Army? And they're like, oh, I do blah, blah, blah. I'm an E4. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm an E9 out of Dawson.
Should I stand at parade rest?
It's funny. It's like, calm down.
Yeah. Nice.
So, do you have a specific signature tattoo style or subject matter that you absolutely love to work on?
I like recreating things. Like, as simple and easy. It's funny, but when somebody brings something personal to them, like out of a birthday card or something that's their grandma's writing that says, I love you, or happy birthday or something like that. Those are, as simple as it is, they're fun. It's recreating something that they like. Recreating portraits of their dogs or animals, or stuff like that on, or something that means something to them. Style wise, I started off, I like doing, black and gray realism, is like, this is really fun to me, and just trying to make that picture of that look exactly like that on their skin. And then as I've been, going through, and then like your stuff, the sticker tattoos and, all that kind of stuff, everything is, you get on social media and you see something, you're like, damn, that's awesome. Like the patch tattoos, it looks just like a patch on your skin. So it keeps evolving. It's just crazy, the tattoos that are out there right now. I started with one, but now I just enjoy it all. I'm starting to get more into, American traditional. It's just bold lines and just pack and color, and just so crisp and clean. It's so fun,
Yeah.
Doing it all. And you see something, you're like, oh man, I want to try that next. And then you got to find that client that, I want this patch tattoo of a unicorn or something. You're like, I'll do it.
Oh man!
Speaking of unicorns, I know my next sticker tattoo.
Whole unicorn.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Hey, so So where's your passion? So where'd your passion for tattooing begin? So explain that process and how, and what's the time frame? And so how did it evolve, alongside you serving your country?
Like I said, a passion from it. I mean, ultimately came from my sister. She would draw stuff growing up. I mean, she had pictures on the wall, and I mean, no shit, it was like a real picture. She did.
Yeah. Did you used to collect comic books?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I still do.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, she had a drawing on the wall, and it was of Michael Jackson and the Tiger. It was back in the 80s.
Yep.
Was it Off the Wall album? I think it was.
Yes.
But had this picture, and she drew it, and it looked just like the album cover. And I was like, "How the hell did you do that?" And then that started as like, I want to recreate and do something, make it look just like that.
Yeah.
And she would teach me, and all this other stuff, and it was just like, oh man. So I was constantly drawing, constantly, charcoal and pencil, and just trying to do all that. And then growing up, just like I said, in school, I mean, I used to sell drawings at school. Can you do Donatello Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? I'm like, yeah, here you go. And then they'd give me money. I was like, I can make money doing this shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there you go. It's like I can make money doing art, and then tattooing.
Okay. So take us back to the first time you actually stuck a needle on somebody's skin to do a tattoo. Going from drawing pictures on a notepad to using somebody's skin.
Yeah.
Like, does it happen just like that, or do you use like a fake arm or something?
Back when I started, it's like you do fruit, bananas, oranges, stuff like that. And yeah, I'd have bananas with all kinds of shit drawn on them.
Yeah.
It's getting that depth and everything. Fruit, and then they have what is called fake skin.
Yeah,
so it's like a sheet of paper, but it's thicker, and it's like a membrane.
Okay.
Like you practice on that, and and then of course yourself.
Yeah.
I've got my throwaway legs, so I got tattoos on my legs and stuff that I keep covered.
Yeah.
They were
Oops.
from day one, just trying that, and then just having those silly friends that are like, "Yeah, you can try it on me," and it's like, "Oh, come on over." Oh man, that looks like shit. I'll cover that up in a few years. But just having those friends, out there that that one, they're like, "Yeah, let's do this." And
yeah.
Sit there in my house and do it. Oh, well, now I know what to do next time.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right. So for your non-military clients, you get like a lot of local themes like Alaska wildlife or native art type deal.
Yeah, I mean, especially during tourism season, like now you'll get people that, we don't have a walk-in studio at Sublime, so it's all appointment only. But back when I was doing walk-ins and stuff, you got the people coming in wanting the Big Dipper or the outline of Alaska or a mountain range and a lot of aurora, that kind of stuff. Moose and all the Alaska things. But you see it a lot.
Yeah.
They're just wanting a piece of Alaska to take home with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
Nice.
So you kind of mentioned earlier that you get a lot of service members in your shop. What would you say is the most popular style of tattoo?
Traditionally, it's, American traditional, that bold line, old school, just the eagles and, patriotic, a lot of American flags and, we the people and, other stuff like that. But I've got this one client out in the Army, and I see him just about every other month. But he's got cool stuff, it's like Rocky Balboa here, or he's got a skull on his knee, and just random stuff. But it's like, every time he's like, "Hey, can I get in next month?" Like, what do you want?
Yeah,
and then I want this, something off the cuff, like nothing like magic. He's got like a bison up here, and all this. It's fun. I actually got him next week, but it very ranges. It's not. I don't really think military people are coming in and going, "Oh, I want this military thing." It's just art's art, and people like what they want. And,
so they stay unique to themselves. There's not like
for sure.
Oh, this guy got that one. I want to get it too, or anything like that.
Yeah.
Everybody's pretty unique.
And that's what's good about being my own boss. It's like if there's something people are coming in, I want what that guy got. I'm like, I ain't gonna do that. That's his tattoo. That's his memory. That's his thing.
Yeah,
I love it. Love that.
Yeah, and it's easy to say no.
Yeah, exactly.
Easiest word in vocabulary. No.
All right, so we're getting down to the last question of the formal portion, and so after we take a little break, we're going to come back, and so we call that the freestyle segue portion of the show. And if you guys stick around, please do stick around. We encourage you because we're going to go totally unscripted on this next portion, but you gotta hold on. After our little break, we're going to be back. But before we do that, I'm going to ask one more question. I'm going to kind of sort of take these last two questions and put them into one. So, and so I have no problem saying that I'm scared of needles. Really. I am. But if
Get you in there.
but if I'm going to get one tattoo, the only tattoo I might consider getting two tattoos now.
We've talked about it.
But the only tattoo three.
A sleeve. Let's go for a sleeve.
Custom Creations, the logo, because that's going to be with me forever.
Mhm.
Warrant Officer, Rising Eagle, because once a warrant officer, always a warrant officer, because I love my beloved Corps. And now the 36, the podcast. So what advice would you give me or anybody wanting their first tattoo? Because, man, look here. It looks like it hurts.
All tattoos hurt, but
Thank you.
Once you
Thank
get,
you.
well, and I'm not going to lie. I tell everybody the same thing. They hurt.
Yeah.
People, ooh, is this going to hurt, or is it going to hurt here more than here?
Yeah.
They all hurt,
Yeah.
but I mean,
What's the fascination with them then?
because it's addictive. Once you get one, and you're like, oh man, and it is a rush.
Yeah.
It's like it releases your endorphin. It releases stuff in your body. You get
Yeah.
anxious, you get all that stuff. You get nervous, and then once you're in there, you're like, oh, man, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can get 10 more.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, I'm covered. But
Okay.
it's like, it's fascination. Once you get one, you just keep going.
Okay.
And once you get one, then you're like, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
You've been through a lot more than a tattoo.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
And
True.
Nowadays, it's crazy. All the
You guys got some slather cream, right? I could
Yeah.
slather my arm up with like some numbing cream, right?
they make the numbing creams. I've tried them on myself. Just once again, like I want to do something to me before I do it to you. So
Yeah,
I've tried
yeah.
the numbing creams and stuff, and they work.
Oh, it doesn't work? Okay. All right.
I mean,
all right.
it makes it-
I might get on your calendar then, for real. Because I keep on telling you I'm gonna get on your calendar, but in my mind, I'm like, shit, that shit's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it makes it a lot harder on your artist. So ask your artist before you go in, like
Yeah.
if they allow you to do the creams and stuff.
Oh.
Because it makes your skin rubbery.
Oh, okay.
And it makes it harder on the artist, and then the artist has to do more things to get
Oh, okay.
get it to work properly. But me myself, I mean, I use the creams. I tell people all the time, if you're nervous or whatever, just use the cream. There's one cream that I recommend because some of them are don't work as good and they wear out quick and all that other stuff. But yeah, I mean, I want you to come into the shop, be happy, have fun, and not sit there cringing the whole time and cussing at me.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so part two of my question is anybody who's interested in, like, they see you in your natural habitat with the uniform on, and you're being a senior advisor to your enlisted airmen,
Mhm.
but they also know that you are Horhay 80, and they're like, man, I would want to do this one day. I want to follow in George's footsteps. So what advice would you give them?
I'll just go for it. I mean, joined the military 30 years ago, and been doing that, pretty much since I got out of high school, and it was something I wanted to do. Follow my dad's footsteps. He was in the Air Force.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to stay here, so I will do a plug for the Alaska Air National Guard. And if you love Alaska, but still want to do the military, join the Guard.
Yes.
You get to stay here. You're doing your little time. If you want to be a DSG or you want to be full time, you can come out and be full time. We got plenty of openings.
Yes.
Come on out. You want to work on cool planes? Come.
Look here.
See
And
me.
so I will say this as a retired military vet myself. So I retired back in 2008, and after 20 years and 10 months. And so it's not a bad gig. And so what I would tell you is that it's the best trade school in America. I have learned so many different things, and I've explored them all, like this right here. So this evolved from an additional duty that I was given in Iraq in 2005 as a webmaster. And learning to create my own graphics because, remember back in the day when you would have a PowerPoint brief and you'd see the little logos on the PowerPoint brief, but they have a white background behind them because people didn't know how to remove the bitmap or the JPEG.
Yeah.
And you're like, that looks like shit.
I do that all the time.
Exactly.
PowerPoints. You got, bunch of, airmen and chiefs, and colonels, and, you name it. And you're doing a PowerPoint. That looks boring. I'm gonna make some cool shit happen there. So
exactly.
The colors and the backgrounds and
exactly. So
designs and stuff.
So $10 bought me the full Adobe Suite bootleg in Iraq, 2004, and I learned PowerPoint and Photoshop, and the rest is history. But anyways, getting back, best trade school in the world. If you want to stay in your home state but still serve your country,
come see me.
Exactly. But on that note.
But anyway, little thing about the PowerPoint. Back when I was in college, one of my professor's favorite thing to tell us back in 2000 was the Pentagon does not allow anyone under the rank of colonel, I think it was, to give a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
Because you get the second lieutenants and all, and they're putting these animations in, and it just pissed off the generals.
That's hilarious. Okay, so prior to us taking our little breaky break so we can refill, where are you at for the people who don't want to stick around for the second half, but I encourage you to, but where are you at on social medias? Tell us where we could find you.
I'm on Facebook and Instagram, Horhay _80. It's my Instagram, and then George Bender on Facebook.
Okay.
But yeah, on either of those, you can message me, and then look at my art.
Boom. Okay, so on that note, we're going to take a little breaky break. You guys stay tuned because we will be right back, and we're going to just freestyle the hell out of Mr. George Bender when we get back. So we'll be right back.
All right.
Hey, welcome back, Fairbanks, North Star Borough. If you guys are still with us, thank you. I know it's been a very informative, formal interview as to this point, and so if you're still here, thank you. And go see your recruiter if you're interested in serving your country.
It's turning into that, isn't it?
We've got 3 vets here. All right. And we've got a vet supporter right there. So look here. We're all about the military and serving your country and doing some good stuff and learning a trade and getting paid for it. Anyways.
Yes, sir.
We're back.
Here we are.
And we're going to freestyle now, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready, sir?
Ready.
Okay. So my first question for you, sir.
I we're freestyling.
We are.
These are
It's written down.
Well, I write mine down too, so I don't forget. These are questions we thought of
we are.
Oh,
we were doing the first half. Yeah.
Okay, so
Sorry.
Be honest, man, what's the weirdest tattoo request and location for a tattoo that you've ever gotten? And have you, and did you do it?
Yeah, well, not now. I mean, now that I'm my own boss, it's like, no. Like I said, the easiest word. Will you do this? No, I'm not. You can go to somebody else to do that.
Yeah.
When I was an apprentice, oh boy.
Yeah,
you didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
They come into the shop and you'd have the counter person there like, you want what? Oh, apprentice guy. You're doing this. I was like, oh, shit. All right. So, I mean, yeah, there's been interesting ones and interesting spots. I mean, the butt sucks.
Yeah.
Trying to tattoo a balloon, you're just like, you have nothing to stretch. You have nothing to do anything.
Have you ever done these spread eagles?
No.
You haven't done those spread eagles?
No, hell no.
Spread
No,
eagles.
thank God.
Ooh-wee.
I had back in the day, this guy wanted a fly coming out of his asshole, and I was like, "You want what?" I was like, "Why?" First of all, and then I was like, "No, I'm not gonna do that."
That's
come
pretty
on,
out of
man,
this
come
world.
on. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I ain't doing that. No. But yeah, the butts are hard. I had 2 kids just graduated out of high school, and they wanted dude and sweet from the show. What's my butt say? Dude. What's mine say? Sweet. So they came into the shop, and it was me and my buddy there, and it was like, all right, let's do it. So had that, and it was my first butt tattoo, and I'm like, trying to do the pass, and I'm like, shit, there ain't nothing there. There ain't nothing there because just nothing to stretch or push on. So it's really hard to do. And I was like, oh man, that sucks. But then eventually you get, you pile dry that fucking ink in, and then
Yeah.
good. But yeah, those are hard.
And they were sitting there taking it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
they were-
that's a bad term.
Taking it on the ass. Yeah. They were.
Leave it to Tilden.
My bad. I'm sorry, kids.
I've had some, requests of people, they asked for stuff and it just doesn't make sense. I had a person that came in, they wanted Big Dipper, and I was like, okay, cool. And then they came in, they wanted it on the other side, and I was like, what do you mean? And they wanted it flipped, and I was like, well, that's not the Big Dipper. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
They're like, well, that's what I want. And I was like, well, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Kind of got a little angry, but
Yeah.
it was like, I'm not going to be out there and, who did this tattoo?
Yeah.
George did. Well, the Big Dipper's backwards. Oh, crazy. So, but overall, I mean, like I said before, I mean, being my own boss is awesome. I do the things I want to do, and I do some things that are outside of my realm to make me better, and learn and stuff like that. But yeah, weird stuff. Did it in the beginning, but now I just do cool stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Good deal.
So, start. Well, I'll just start with no regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets. Yeah. Do you kind of already answered this, but you probably get people that come in with some tattoo ideas that are pretty ill-advised, and you said you like to use the word no now, which is cool. But have you ever had what's the worst ill-advised tattoo that you might have done, other than you didn't do the fly one?
No, I didn't do the fly one. Ill-advised. Well,
like if I came into your shop and said I want 36th podcast tattooed on my forehead, you'd probably tell me no.
And that's the military coming out of me. How we said and I was thinking of this earlier where I was bumbling in the beginning. I was like, I don't know how to do this podcast. I'm like, but the military part, I'm not going to do anything that is going to jeopardize your future and work and all that other stuff. So I'm not going to do a neck. I'm not going to do a face. I do hands. Hands are different, but if somebody wants to come in and do something on their face, I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm not going to do that because 5 years down the road, you might have an opportunity for a badass job, and they're going to go, I don't like the unicorn on your cheek.
Yeah.
With Deadpool on.
So that's just the military. I mean, I'm not going to do something that's going to jeopardize you as a person and your future. I mean, that's what's great. Like I said, being my own boss.
Right.
Right on.
Yeah.
Something that Tilden hit on earlier, the whole fear of needles. I always got a kick out of in basic training. You'd have a guy who's afraid of getting the injections for immunizations and all. And they've got a full sleeve tattoo.
Yeah.
It's like, how is that possible?
It's way different. People, they're like, oh, I'm scared of needles. That needle's going that far in your freaking skin when you're getting an immunization. When you're getting a tattoo, you're going that first layer, into the second layer. I mean, you're not even, it's more of like a sunburn or a cat scratch as it is to getting impaled with a freaking needle. So,
I mean, the smallpox vaccine, that was basically a tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
They poked you that 50 times. Just And it's a case of how much you piss off the guy giving you the thing.
Yeah, don't piss
how big
off
is
your
the
tattoo
scar?
artist either.
Yeah.
Because they'll make it hard on you too.
Yeah. So recently, within the last, I want to say 10 years, a lot of the former military regulations have been laxed. So I remember my first time. So I'm a DOD civilian, and so I work on Fort Wainwright. I go and I eat lunch every day, sometimes in the PX. And I remember that first time I walked into the PX, and I'm like, why is this female soldier? Why is there a ponytail? I did not know that day that they had relaxed that regulation where now you can, and now there's a lot of soldiers walking around with like beards. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what is this? Anyways, so when they first relaxed the regulation on tattoos, did you have a lot of your airmen saying, hey, Master Chief?
Yeah.
Can I?
Well,
Tap me up.
Yeah, it was actually really funny because the Air Force went to where you could get a 1 inch by 1 inch tattoo behind your ear.
Really?
Your neck. So now you can get a 1 inch by 1 inch, and now you can get a 1 inch by 1 inch on your hand, which I did for my dog.
Yeah.
But it was funny. I mean, you'd get people come in just because they could get a 1 inch by 1 inch. I had people coming in wanting a 1 inch by 1 inch square.
just because. Just because.
Ooh, I can get one. I want one. I was like, no.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna do that. And
Yeah.
You see it. You see a lot of people that got like little designs behind their ears now out there at aisles, and
Yeah.
it's interesting. I mean,
So-
it's just the regs keep going
So
crazier and
So
crazier.
I was so now that you say that, so I do recall seeing like service members with like this tattoo behind their. I'm like, what's that about? So that's what it is.
Yeah, there. So the reg changed.
Why there specifically
Well,
though?
anywhere behind your ear. So it doesn't have to be right behind your ear, but a lot of people are getting it like just right here, whatever.
Just because of regulation change.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So yeah, now you can get a 1 inch by 1 inch there and a 1 inch by 1 inch on your hand, and then
But the sleeves are still.
you can come all the way down to your cuff. So you can be completely covered, but the only things that are allowed to be seen is 1 inch by 1 inch on your hand or your
When you're in your dress uniform.
Is that just one by one behind the
per
ear?
hand and one.
Okay. Just curious.
Before it was 25% of a body part, so you could only have like 25% of your arm covered, 25% of your body. Then that changed.
Yeah.
Well, that would explain
goodness.
why I saw so many people with like half sleeves or partially done arms.
Yeah, they get them down to the elbow.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Now
Gotcha.
it's you can be completely covered in a bodysuit as long as you don't see it on your hands or your neck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Gotcha.
let's talk about what a lot of people call ink therapy.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like a lot of
Like
people
I said,
call that.
I
That's
feel
kind
like
of
a
what I
bartender
call
in
it.
there. It's like, oh, how's your day? How's everything going?
Well,
How's the kids?
So one, having a good relationship with a guy like you and me when you're doing my work on my arm or whatever is important. But also like the actual feeling of getting a tattoo to me, like you mentioned earlier, it's addictive,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So how many? What would the percentage you think of people that actually do it because of the way it feels versus what they actually want on their body, like a picture or something? And then with that being said, like what percentage would use that numbing cream that you talked about?
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, the numbing cream when it came out, and everybody's like, "I'm never gonna get one without the numbing cream again."
Yeah.
And
Well, I won't. I like the feeling of getting a tattoo.
that's the thing.
And
I
that's kind of my question. Like, how many people like that feeling
Well,
versus how many just want the tattoo?
That's what I was
and-
getting at. I had
okay,
have
sorry.
a client. They did it the first time. Well, they had prior tattoos, and then I told them about the numbing cream. They got it. Came in, they're like, "Oh man, this was an amazing experience. I didn't feel shit."
Yeah.
And then next time they came in, they're like, "Ooh, I forgot it." And it's like, okay. And then they got a tattoo, and then next time they came in, there was like, "Yeah, whatever. I don't need it."
Oh,
But
okay.
it was a thing for them. They thought they needed it, but they really didn't because they've gotten multiple tattoos without the numbing cream. But
And then,
and
go ahead.
yeah, just sensation again. I mean, yeah, it's like when you're a kid, you're pulling that tooth and you're like,
Yeah.
oh God, this hurts. But
Yeah.
oh man, I just want to
Yeah.
get it out. But you're like, oh, and you get it out and it's just, tattoo.
Exactly.
You've got that pain. You're like, oh, I can't wait for this to be done. But man, I'm kind of addicted.
So
Nice.
right along those lines, and sorry, Tilden, I'm sure you have a question.
No,
this
go ahead,
this
man.
leads in.
Go ahead, man. We're segueing right now, man.
like,
Segue
different
away.
areas, they feel different, obviously. Like, for example, the last time I went in, this rocket raccoon here on my wrist,
Badass tattoo. Man.
yes, I love it. But, like, it kind of hurt. But, I liked it. But then this other one that's kind of on the meatier part of my arm didn't really hurt. And I actually fell asleep for a few minutes, I think.
did.
That's like, okay.
It's like, wake up.
Yeah, I fell asleep during that one, but you get clients to fall asleep like that often, or is
I
that
get-
just a me thing?
Oh no, I get people. It's the sound. I always got music going on in the background. I try and make the environment as chill as possible, and then you're just super relaxed. You're in there, and you're in pain, but you're still, and it's like a constant, hum.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of just. I have a lot of people. They almost pass out. Me on mine.
No, I didn't pass out. I just went to sleep.
Yeah, not pass out. But pass out going.
Look here. I'll probably pass out and cry on your ass. I don't look here. I ain't no shame in my game. I'm 56. I don't care. I'm I'm secure in my manhood, but I'm gonna cry on you
I'll get you a blanket.
if it hurts. But don't judge me though.
No, you'll be fine.
All right. Okay, so man, check this out. What's the longest session you've ever done in one sitting, or like because it goes in increments, right? Like you don't do the outline, the fill, the color all in one setting, or have you ever done that?
I have. So now I do 3-hour sessions.
Okay.
I mean, not saying I'm old, but anything over 3 hours, I'm like, oh man, hurting, back, leaned over, all this other stuff. So
Yeah.
I try and just stick to 3 hours. So whenever I make an appointment with
Yeah.
a client, it's 3 hours, and
Yeah.
depending on the size, get done. But if it's not, then yeah, it's line work, and then next time they come in, it'll be some shading and filler, and
So
then,
so 3 hours each visit.
Yep. But
Okay.
my longest I've done is during the Ink Master conventions.
Okay.
So anywhere from, I think my longest ever was 9 hours,
Oh wow.
One tattoo.
one tattoo.
And everybody's sober during that time, aren't they?
Yeah.
Ooh wee.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it's minimal breaks. You're in a convention, so it's like, all right, you're here. Bring snacks and drinks. But yeah, because it's competition, convention, you're sitting there for a while.
Oh. So it's not just fellow tattoo artists getting together and inking up as many people as possible. You guys are there competing.
Well, the Ink Masters, it's a what do you call it? A mobile tattoo show. So they go all around the country, and it's a lot
okay.
of the same artists. I think they're out of Texas and California and stuff.
Yeah.
Really good friends.
Right.
So there's like 40, 50 of us, and they just travel all around the country. And then whenever they're in the town, they invite local artists. But the last few years, it's just been, me and Chelsea out of Sublime, and we go.
Yeah.
She sweeps it up, dude. She wins all the dang.
Okay, so all of these reality tattoo shows that you can watch on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever met any of those?
Oh, yeah.
So have they been here in Fairbanks? I mean, okay,
Yeah.
so excuse my ignorance, guys, but I'm not a tattoo guy yet. If I do, when I do decide to get a tattoo, that's going to be the guy that does it right there.
George.
I think you've already decided, Tilden. You just got to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
You already said you got 3 lined up, so let's go.
Exactly. Okay, so do they make appearances up here?
Yeah, so the convention that comes up every year, it's in August, so it's 14 through 17 August, and it's over in the old Friends Church. So it's the convention center on 30th.
Yeah.
But there's a couple people that were on the Ink Master TV show that come up every year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've met a few of them. I've had work done by a couple of them. Jimmy Litwalk, one of my favorite artists ever. He was on the first couple seasons of Ink Master, and I've got my Alice in Wonderland sleeve going on my leg. And he did some of that. And then my buddy Trixie, he knows people that won the show and, talk to them and all that other stuff. I mean, it's cool.
Nice. I didn't know that the whole tattoo world was so, you could fall down a rabbit hole, I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. That's some cool stuff. Anything else? You guys got anything else?
So I'm just kind of curious. Does the Air National Guard do like field exercises, or?
We got a big exercise coming up, yeah.
And how much tattoo supplies you take?
Tattoo supplies?
Yeah, because like for me, I was a airframe mechanic, and the majority of the time we were in the field was basically catching up on the sleep that we lost just during the regular work week.
Yeah.
Because we had nothing to do half the time.
Right.
So I'm kind of curious, how many times have you tattooed people while doing a field exercise?
Now, I was deployed to Guam, call it deployed, vacation. But,
Sleep in a hotel room.
Yeah, in a hotel room, Air Force. But I took all my stuff down there because I was going to tattoo while I was there. I was going to be there for like 5 months, and I was like, well, in my off time, I'll tattoo. And then I got there, and I was like, no, this beach is way better. Tattooing, right?
I'd rather be on the beach.
I was like, yeah, I'm going to go. And I went to a couple shops, and I'd go in. I was like, no, I'm good. But Yeah, I've taken them a few. We don't go to the field like, the Army or anything. So, yeah, nah. And when we do exercises, I said do. But it's busy.
Yeah.
When we do them, it's constant.
Yeah. Okay, so do you get any requests for rank or unit insignia type stuff? And like, do you do it, or do you draw the line when it comes to military type stuff?
No, I mean, if you're that prideful in what you're doing,
Yeah.
I won't do rank. I mean, rank, it's like you're going to get promoted next year.
Yeah.
You want airman first class on you, or you're not, or you'll get demoted because you got a freaking airman tattoo.
I mean, the one thing about like at least enlist rank, you just have to add an extra
Ish.
bar to most of them.
I mean, Photoshop's amazing. You can do things on that.
Yeah.
Like with my biopic, I was senior master sergeant, and I was like, shit, I need a chief master sergeant picture. I was like, I'm an artist. I go in, I added a stripe, and then boom, now that's my picture. But yeah, no, nothing like that. Badges, like patches. There's some really cool patches out there right now that we've done, and with the 168th, we got the polar bear. It's a pixelated polar bear on the tail.
Yep.
And I've been wanting to do that so bad.
Oh, look
anybody
here.
that wants that polar bear, you come see me. Even my wing commander, he's like, you know what? If I wasn't so deathly scared of needles, I'd come get this.
Okay, so
I'm like, come on.
Okay, so
boss, let's go.
so I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I'm about to put him on the spot. He wants to do that polar bear tattoo on someone. Is there a discount involved for the first person who comes forward?
Oh yeah, I'll give it to him. I just want to do it.
You heard it here first. Right out of Mr. George Bender's mouth himself. Horhay _80 tattoo guy. All right? So be the first.
Yeah, that was so getting that on the tail of the aircraft, it was years and years and years. They wanted something on the plane. They wanted, the commander's plane and, with a stripe, and then wanted something on the tail. So it became like almost competition out there at work. And it was like, submit your art to see what's going to go on the tail.
Yeah.
And we had a caribou, a bison. I mean, some of them were super cool. And then this polar bear came up, and I was the chief of VMF. And the sheet metal shop was going to be the ones that were putting that logo on. And the supervisor's shop brought the polar bear, and he was kind of the one that had to, do the whole stuff.
Yeah.
And he came, and I was like, that's freaking badass right there. But we had to send it out to the wing.
Yeah.
And there was a big vote and all this stuff. And then the polar bear came back, and I was like, sweet, here we go.
Yeah.
And now it's on all the tails out there. It makes us very noticeable whenever you're out, flying across the world. You'll have pictures on Facebook of wherever we land. They're like, ooh, Alaska.
Yeah, exactly.
And we have a patch that we wear. That's
So as a matter of fact, I don't mean to plug my business, but I'm going to plug my business. Custom Creations. I actually did that patch, the logo. I printed it on. I printed on a couple of T-shirts for
recruiters.
Yes, for a young lady. She contacted me. I forgot her. I'm not gonna give her name, but that's probably And she asked me if I could do it, but So that's a cool logo.
It is a cool logo.
Yeah. Are there any more questions, guys?
Yeah, actually, I have one. Kind of going back to the tattoo side of things. And now I forgot it.
It's all good. I can edit that out though. Okay.
No.
Don't let that out.
No, I'm not gonna edit it out for real. That's gonna be make a good blooper.
How much?
1.5. 1.5. I guess I don't. I'm sorry. It was a really good question too. I just can't remember what it was.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ask my question, and then maybe you're gonna remember what I'm asking. Okay, so this is my question right here. Okay, so be honest. When people come to you with jacked up ideas, right? What's your poker face? like, do you have a poker face for when somebody comes in with an idea and they're pitching their idea for you to do a tattoo, and you're in your mind thinking, that's the dumbest shit. That's the dumbest
So the
Like-
implied face palm.
Yeah. So like, what's your poker face? Looking like, give us your poker face.
Octua. Sorry.
No, I mean nowadays, pretty much everything's through the phone. Like with our shop being appointment only, we don't have walk-ins, so the door is always locked.
Oh, really?
So it's appointment only. You can hold me online,
Yeah.
either via text or whatever, and then we'll talk about your idea. If you really want to consult, I'll say, okay, come in at this time, then you'll come in.
Yeah.
But everything's pretty much through the phone. It'll
Oh,
be
wow.
like, hey, I'm so-and-so, this is what I want, and this is where I want it. And like I said, it's either, oh, cool, great idea, what about this? And I'll
Right.
try and stir them in a direction that's going to be beneficial to them and be fun for me,
Yeah.
as well. And make sure it's something they want. I mean, a lot of people, they want something, but they really don't want it,
Yeah.
a banana with a unicorn horn or something. That's like, you really want a banana with a unicorn horn?
Yeah, yeah.
No, I kind of want a bear with some flowers.
Got you.
Cool. That's way different than a banana with a unicorn.
Got you. Brandon?
Yeah, no, I remember it now.
Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
So, like, I already know the answer to this question because you worked on me before. But for those who haven't had a tattoo or maybe get tattoos from other people, what do you recommend for post-tattoo care and the best way to take care of your tattoo after getting it?
Yep. So once again, it's changed so much through the years. I remember getting a tattoo and then it was like, all right, saran wrap, bye, and then go home and keep it clean, wash it, and use, whatever it was back then. Well, it used to be A&D ointment, and it's like, oh man, all right. Nowadays we have, Tegaderm, Sanoderm, all these things where, completely clean it, sanitize it, you cover it, and it stays on for, 3, 5, 7 days, whatever your artist, recommends, and it stays on. And by the time you're taking that stuff off, I mean, your tattoo's like 90% healed. It's amazing stuff. And then once you get it off, you're cleaning it how your artist wants. But me, it's use Dial, antibacterial soap with your hands, no cloths or anything. So you want to get it super clean, and then air dry or pat dry. Never rub your tattoo. And then Aquaphor or coconut oil. And that's super good.
Okay. Have you ever had any horror stories of people that didn't, follow the correct regime or regiment, and then they come back to you trying to,
No, I've been lucky. I mean, I've seen a lot of really bad ones. There's been ones people come into the shop and I'm like, what happened? And they're like, my artist did this, whether it be out of state. A lot of people, they get tattoos when they travel, right? So
Exactly.
They're in Hawaii or here or where, and then they get a tattoo, and then they're out in the sun and they're not keeping it covered, and then it gets, destroyed, and they come back and they're like, what happened? I'm like,
oh wow,
oh man, sorry.
Yeah.
I'll help you if you want me to help you, but
Exactly.
As soon as you leave that off, as soon as you leave the shop, that's on you. And how well do you want your tattoo to be? So you gotta. It's important. Really take good care of your skin and keep it clean, and do the aftercare that your artist asked. I mean,
Hygiene.
Yes.
Hygiene, people. Hygiene. Correct hygiene. Okay, so
for sure.
I've got one more question, I think, unless these guys have a question. But my question to you is, like, how much? Okay, man, we got 30 minutes. That means we have to break this shit down quick. Okay, so my question to you is, what is your most popular theme design? Like, is there a theme that people come to you all the time, and you're like, okay, another one of these? God damn it, I want to do something different.
Flowers, but I want to do something different. But I love doing flowers, and it's the thing I do most. Because
what about the damn
barbed wire? Huh? It's not a barbed wire tattoo?
It's not the 80s.
They were still doing them in the 90s. Come on.
So hey, what's the Alaska Tough boot and plus the blue? No, not blue bond. I'm not in Texas. I'm sorry, Alaska.
Flowers?
Yeah. What's the Alaska state?
Fireweed.
Fireweed. Yeah, so you do fireweed.
Knots.
Okay.
No forget-me-nots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Fireweed, irises, but
Pretty sure you did one on my wife.
yeah, she has that fireweed.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
But yeah, flowers are just cool because they're all different.
Yeah.
There's no two are the same, and you can do them however you want. You can manipulate them and move them, and you can add them together, make a bouquet of something.
Yeah.
And I've done full sleeves, full sleeves of flowers or just a tiny little flower, or you could do a wristband of flowers. But I mean, they're just cool in black and gray or color.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I mean, at first it was like, God, I'm doing more flowers. And the more I was doing them, I'm like, it's so unique. And
Yeah. We're going to segue real quick while you have something else on my mind. What's your favorite colors to work in? Like, do you like doing line art black or do you like all the colors? Like what's your thing?
Yeah, black and gray.
Like, what makes you happy when people say, Mr. George Horhay _80, I want you to do this for me. And you're like, yes.
Yeah, black and gray. I mean,
Okay.
because I feel I can get a lot more detail in there.
Yeah.
Colors are hard. I mean, colors are super hard to work with. So
Yeah.
those artists out there that do crazy, awesome, freaking realism color tattoos.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy the amount. If you're doing a flower, you don't just do a red flower. You need all these different spectrums of red and then going into different colors, and then you're looking at the
Oh,
color
good Lord.
wheel.
Like gradients.
Yeah, and you're doing the color wheel, and you're looking, okay, red and green, they're opposite, so you need to add green in there to add the the darkness of the red and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Grays, black and grays, I'm just using the spectrum of gray,
Yeah.
black, and just watering it down, and then using your opaques and stuff, and that's, to me, that's fun. It's
Right.
like a black and white photo.
Yeah.
But colors, unless it's something like doing, American traditional where it's just bold and you're just packing it full of color, and just having fun that way, like a sticker or like
Yeah.
a cartoon, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Then I like color.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'm doing an 80s sleeve right now that's super fun, and the guy's just doing all the things that, well, he was my best friend as a kid, but
Yeah.
and it's kind of fun doing this, whole sleeve with him, because every time he comes in, I'm like, I remember we used to do this together. I remember
Yeah.
we used to do this, but it's all like stickers of things we did as kids, Ghostbusters and, Rad, the movie Rad.
Yeah,
Super Mario, all these things that we did. And,
Yeah.
I'm just, every time he comes in doing a couple stickers, pretty much on him, and now the whole thing, but it's all color. And it's like, oh, I get to do color this weekend on my buddy. And it's like, this fun.
Okay, so I'm going to segue again real quick because we're just flowing right now.
I was just gonna say I saw the picture of that sleeve and it looks amazing.
Thanks. Yeah, it's
Oh,
does.
so I wish we could pull it up though.
yeah, you can.
Okay, so my question to you is okay, what every artist has a style that they're famous for. If you want this particular type of tattoo, tribal, you go here. If you want this type of tattoo that looks like a sticker, you go here. What is your like what are you known for? What do people come to you for?
I don't know. I think I'm well rounded.
Okay.
in a way.
All right.
I mean, I'm not a expert at any of them. I just feel like I do all of them very solid, and
Yeah.
But like I said, flowers. A lot of people, they see my flowers and they're like, "Ooh, I want this," and they come in for flowers. But
Yeah.
lately it's been more,
So I'm assuming you have a lot of female clients.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because never mind. I'm not gonna even say that. I don't think I'm gonna ever see a picture of a lilac on your arm, Brandon.
No, but I was actually gonna say George is really
Oh
from
wow,
my experience.
That's
like,
very
when
nice.
Somebody comes to him with an idea, he
very nice.
really takes it to heart. Like, for example, what I'm trying to work on is it's all Marvel DC comic book. It's all that the sleeve is going to be.
Yeah.
Except for that
And
Seahawks.
he gets excited about it when I bring him my ideas, and he gets engaged. And
Yeah.
he does a really good job. And then like Eleanor, sorry, I just dropped my wife's name, but she likes the flower type of tattoos, and
Yeah.
and he did that one on her, and he's really he takes what the I'm saying this on your behalf, but he takes what the client wants, and he really takes it to heart and does a great job.
Yeah. So I'm gonna leave real quick and try to put this on the Hoodoo Cam to see if I can make it work on the Hoodoo Cam, because I want you guys to see something real quick. I'm gonna try to make this work. So you guys keep on chit chatting.
You
Hold
can't
on.
just stick that in front of the camera. Point.
That's what I'm gonna do. But hold on. You guys keep on talking.
Hey, you do you, Tilden.
Well, yeah,
Can't
and
really
so
see that
I
well.
gotta zoom in. Never mind.
yeah. Well, no. Yeah. So I'm gonna zoom in on that right there.
Valiant effort, Jeff.
I
Valiant effort.
Yeah.
That's right. Just walk over there and
There
put
you
it
go.
right in front of you.
But I'm gonna get a picture of that and actually put it up in place of what he just did. So I
There you
can
go.
the magic of
Send
editing.
it.
Trust me, we're gonna make it work.
Nice.
All right.
I mean, for talking people out of getting a tattoo, never get a tattoo in a language you are not literate in.
I think
Oh, yeah.
that's some good advice.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I want something written in Asian. It's like, it says soy sauce.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
That's hilarious.
I've seen some of them, and so when you come into the tattoo shop, you got to sign your disclaimer and all this other stuff. And one of the questions in there is like, you're responsible, if it's misspelled. So you're clicking something that says, okay, yep, it is spelled correctly and blah blah blah. And people always laugh at that one, but it's happened.
No regrets.
Yep.
Yep, it's happened. I had a client when I was an apprentice, and it was they came in and it was like, here, do this tattoo. Looked at it, did the stencil, put it on the guy, and he's an army guy, and it's big, coming all the way down his arm like this, and I was like, all right. Then I put it online, and the first comment was like, isn't that supposed to be Memento Mori? And I looked, and it was spelled Momento.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh God, delete. On Facebook, all this other stuff. But I was like, back then, it was like, yeah, they would give me something and I would do it. I didn't ask questions. I was just like, all right.
Yeah.
And it was spelled completely wrong. And I was
Yes.
like, oh no, I just put this. And then being
Hey.
an apprentice and big
Yeah.
black, bold letters, I was like, oh.
I know, because it looks bad on you, and it's what makes it seem like you're the one who made the error, right? Yeah.
Did you ever call the guy and tell him that it was spelled wrong?
I told the shop. I mean, I was the
Okay.
apprentice. So
Yeah,
I didn't do, they signed all the stuff. With the,
Sure.
Look, so when softball teams or teams give me like, okay, we need 5 jerseys or 10 jerseys, and we need these numbers and these last names, I always say, give me an Excel spreadsheet because I cut and paste. Because if they misspell the name, not on me. Sorry.
Yeah.
But still, I still don't want it out there on the World Wide Web, like, because this mofo can't spell. It's like, no, it wasn't, because people looking at you on the World Wide Web, they don't know that it wasn't your fault.
Yeah, ever since that, it's like multiple times I'm like, is this right?
Yeah.
Is this right?
Yeah.
You sure this is right? You wrote that it's right? It's all good? You clicked that it's right? And then before I put it on, I'm like, you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, are you guys about done? Because I've got a few more questions if you guys don't have any questions.
I'm good.
I'm not using the beer, but go be a question.
Okay, so one more, or maybe a few questions. Like, do you, or can you, like, if there's anybody out there who wants an Alaska themed design, can they come to you? And do you have a full bag of Alaska themed stuff going on where you could tat somebody up?
So I don't have any flash. I never really do flash because, like I said, the web is so freaking crazy right now.
Right.
And even with AI is even more sick. That's
Yeah.
a whole new animal.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It
a
is.
Weird animal.
It is.
So I had my buddy. He got married last year, and
I need you to love the mic, though, sir. Love the mic.
so my buddy got. So he got married last year, and his best man wanted. Him and his best man wanted all matching tattoos between him, his wife, the best man, and his wife.
Yeah.
And they live down south, so they wanted Alaska themed tattoo with a mountain range, with a moose,
McKinley or Denali?
a mountain range.
A mountain range.
A mountain.
It's all good.
The hoodoo in the middle.
The Hoodoo Mountain.
2 stars on one side and 2 stars on the other. So
Yeah.
the 2 being up north, 2 being south.
Yeah.
And I was not struggling, but I was like, man, he wants all this stuff, and one of my really good friends, and I wanted it to be perfect. So I put it into AI, and I was like, moose, mountain, 4 stars, Alaska friendship tattoo. And some of the shit that came up, I was like, what is this? And it would show like a seal, wolf, lion, porpoise, and I'm like, what the crap? Like just morphed, weird looking animals. And I was just like, what is this? And AI just completely destroyed it. It'd be like Excella or friendship, just the letters. And I was like, AI is freaking crazy right now. But then even doing that, you pick and choose from things.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants something, okay, I'll take these mountains, put it in an iPad.
Yeah.
Take this moose, put it in the iPad. Take this, put it in the iPad, and then I just create it.
Yeah.
So when I tell people, what do you want? I've said, pepper me with 1,000 pictures, and I'll put those 1,000 pictures and make one and make it what you want.
Got you. Okay, so we have 20 minutes to shut this thing down and get cleaned up, guys. Hopefully you guys had hopefully you enjoyed this interview, because we sure did. We had a good time. And on that note, my name is Tilden.
Jeff.
I'm Brandon.
I'm George.
And this was 36 the podcast. And wait. Where can they find you again, sir, on your socials?
Oh, yeah. Socials, George Bender on Facebook, or Horhay _80. That's HORHAY. I spelled it weird.
Yep.
So HORHAY _80.
And where can they find us, Brandon?
They can find us on Facebook at 36 the podcast, and soon on Instagram.
And we are out. Peace.
Podcast 36.